Welcome to J.A.Schenk Overland. I'm Johnny, and this is day 2 of Overland Norse The Gathering. I'm just here cooking breakfast before we get started on today's activities. This is J.A.Schenk Overland, brought to you by London, Ontario Jeeps, in part by Forest City Dodge and 67 Designs.
So I'm Nick, the owner of Adventure Trail Gear. Right now we're just trying to find a way through mounting this rugged propane tank bag to this panel in here. Just making some adjustments to the buckle placements to make sure everything can fit and function properly. Because there's no space behind the panel, we need to make a little bit of an adjustment to it. So Nigel here has been running around delivering and installing products on folks' vehicles. All this stuff is handmade in Canada. I design it in my place up in Petawawa, and I have a team of seamstresses in Fredericton, New Brunswick. So with the seamstresses and Nigel, we do all our production and then shipping and handling from Fredericton.
Awesome.
So this is a bag for the 5-pound propane tank, and we're going to see if changing those buckles to that position we can do it properly.
And for the people that don't know, most of these go on the Wrangler and they get attached to the back wheel on the back of the Jeep. But in a Gladiator, the spare tire is actually underneath the Jeep, so there is nothing to really tie it to. So we've actually come up with a solution to this, so this should be pretty interesting.
Here, let's see it. Gotta get the air up underneath it. There you go. It was so snug, it was the air, making a little air bubble. So I just want to make sure it's onto this side. You need your hand in there to connect it. So we'll leave it facing to the right side there.
Okay.
And yeah, if you had that connected, you could just leave the top open a little bit and then wrap the rest of it up, put it in there. So that's nice because you can actually just set it on the shelf while you do this. And it's going to lift it up a little bit. Shorten these just a touch.
Usually I could stick something under it anyway.
Yeah. I'm just thinking about nice and tight.
Bring it over to the next webbing hole.
Yeah, that would work.
Snug it right up.
Yeah, we just need to lengthen it out a little bit. Good call.
One more than the other, but
outlets. If you can shorten these a little bit, keep them a little bit tighter. Same thing on both sides. It would take up that last inch of play.
Plus, I'm gonna have this filled anyways.
Yeah. So like, yeah, you can move these buckles. This one can come back another inch. Actually 2 inches here. You can shorten that strap. About the same for that one. Yeah, so you can take that extra slack out right there on all of them and give it that extra little bit to pull it tight.
Okay.
Yeah, it's gonna hold it upright, and I'm sure you can really crank it down there.
So I'm actually here with Dino from Cheaper Jeeper TV, and he's going to show us a little bit about his Jeep build. Let's have a look.
All right. Well, why don't we start here at the back. This is the Hasika awning that you can mount anywhere you want. For example, I've got it mounted off the back of the Jeep, off the tailgate. But you could also, if you wanted, you could mount it over the side of the Jeep. And if you have a tent over here, like I have this Hasika screen room, it could be sort of like a causeway where you have the awning extended over to this. And then this is the Hasika screen room. I'll just show you how I use this. It's a 4-sided screen room that also has these flaps that can roll down that would give you privacy in case you wanted to use it as a change room or a shower or a bathroom. But we use this for everything. I'll just roll this up right here. I just took the chairs out because I had them under the awning. But you can see how we use this room for like a kitchen. So if there's a lot of bugs out, this is a screen room where the flaps could be open, or we just had a rain and I had the flaps down, keeping the rain out. But this is a handy little room to have, and when it is rolled up, it just fits between the roll bar and the side of the hardtop. It doesn't take any space at all. And then I've got set up here my diesel heater. Not that I plan to use it, but I have it here for display at the Overland Norse event. And I'll just show you what it looks like. So on the inside you got your fuel tank right here, and this is the heater, and then the hot air can go up into the Jeep, and then it recycles the air back through the heater to make it efficient. And so this will heat up your Jeep if you wanted to sleep in it while camping in the wintertime. Another thing are these homemade window vents. All of these things have videos on Cheaper Jeeper TV, but it's basically a, I think it's a, what's it called? Plastic core. It's just like a plastic board that I've put a soffit vent on, and so it allows air to circulate in this window, including all the way across to the other side, so you could be sleeping in comfort and have lots of ventilation. You could also see on the other side I've got a roll bar mounted clothes bag right there. And maybe through the back I'll show you the shelves that I made. I got all this food and everything here. So here's the back of the Jeep here, where I've got a shelf that's mounted to the roll bar itself. That's what supports it. This is all DIY. And not only is there this shelf, but there's also a shelf up here that swings down where I hold my reflective sheets if I wanted to put them in the window, like when I'm winter camping. But I also have my solar panels, and so this just swings down if I wanted to access those things. And then here's the bed right here, nice and comfortable. And then the platform allows me to have storage underneath, so that's where I would have my kitchen chuck box and pantry box, and my chairs can all be stored under here. And then when I remove the middle seat, I've got 16 inches deep of storage under the platform over there.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much it.
That's awesome. And I see you've got a bunch of cool stuff on the outside here as well.
Oh yeah. So these are the Easy Flare fender flare extensions. They're not very expensive, and they're universal. You could use these on most any vehicle on its fender well, and that's great if you want to extend the fender, if you put oversized tires on, because some jurisdictions give you a problem if that is the case. So this helps you avoid any problems with authorities, but it also looks really cool.
It fills it out really nice, yeah.
And then I put, I think this is a Rugged Ridge a heavy duty full width steel bumper, including the bush bar right here. And this is a DIY winch cover, and underneath here I've got the Snittyville X2O 9,500 pound winch under there.
And for those who don't know, you actually need to switch out the plastic bumper to get a steel bumper in order to house that winch.
There is actually a steel plate that you could put that mounts over the plastic stock bumper, but it doesn't look that great. So I just thought for a few extra $100, I'll get a real steel bumper, and then the winch sits down lower and it doesn't block your radiator.
Not to mention when you're wheeling, this will help protect your Jeep quite a bit.
So I put a 2-inch lift, an AEV lift on the Jeep, and these are Wrangler Duratracks. They're 315 70R17, and those are AEV rims. And I think that's everything.
That's awesome. Well, thank you, Dino.
Oh, you're welcome.
Always a pleasure to see you, and look forward to your next video.
Awesome. Thanks, Johnny.
During this Saturday, they organized an off-road trail for us to go on. Because there was so many people, we were divided into 4 separate groups. I'm in group number 2, and this is the trail that we went on. With the wheelbase being so long on a Gladiator, it's sometimes harder to get over the smaller obstacles than the larger ones.
There you go.
He'll get it. Because he's so short. There you go.
Along our travels, we run into team number 1.
How you doing, brother? Hey.
After a relaxing 4-hour trip on the trail, we decide to head back to the camp. We got back in time just to enjoy some dinner and a cup of coffee before the live entertainment for the evening. Join us next week when we wrap up the weekend on day 3. As always, give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and we'll see you guys again next week.